Hey friends, welcome back here to the mean streets of Las Vegas. We're here on the east side of Las Vegas at Boulder Highway and Nellis Boulevard. Over here off to our left, we have Sam's Town, which is a huge hotel casino, along with a movie theater in there and a bowling alley, and they've got an arcade, bingo, all sorts of different stuff in there at Sam's Town. Over here on the east side of town, they also have a huge RV park, so if you want to come down here and bring your RV, that's definitely an option for you. And this is Boulder Highway right here. Boulder Highway has a very bad reputation, especially among locals here in town. Whether that's deserved or not, I'm going to leave completely up to you based upon what you see here in these videos. This is Harmon right here, and we're going to make a left onto Harmon. And over there on the right, you can see Longhorn Casino Hotel. That place has some pretty good deals, especially for locals. $12.99 giant ham, steak, and eggs. $23.99 prime rib dinner over there, it says. So guys, real quick, I want to point out that right there is the East Side Cannery. This place was opened up from 2008 to 2020 when COVID closed it down. And Boyd Gaming, which also owns the place next door, Sam's Town, put it up for sale. Got no buyers because one of the stipulations was that any potential buyer would not be able to run it as a casino because they didn't want the competition. So they did not get any buyers. So what are they doing after only 12 years of use? They're tearing it down. They are in the process of demolishing it right now. And we finally got the green light here at Harmon. This was one long light, you guys. Goodness. But again, yeah, so it was only open for 12 years. 12 years of use. There it is right there. And they're tearing it down. The rumor is that they're going to sell it to a developer, and that developer, of course, is going to put up a whole bunch of different homes, etc. But really, I mean, just when you talk about the waste and the excesses, it's their property. I get it. It's private property. Before you guys assail me and tell me that I'm a jerk and everything else, I get it. It is private property. It's theirs to do with as they please. But we have a whole lot of problems in this town, guys. There's a lot of unhoused, unsheltered, homeless folks, etc. I'm going to see if I can try and point the car over that way for just a moment. But yeah, you can see they're already removing, whoops, let's get out of the roadway here. They're already removing the glass right there. And it's just wild. 12 years of use, only to see it go the way of the dodo bird. They're taking out the glass, which is what they do, and then they'll probably have the controlled explosion, and do it that way. But just wild. I mean, it's the excess in this town. So we're gonna go ahead and get going here. Just wanted to bring it to you though. This is the East Side Cannery right here. You can see they've already taken out the windows, and yeah, it's gonna go away and be replaced by a whole bunch of homes, they're saying. So there's that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a U-turn, I think, right here. This was one of the entrances here to the East Side Cannery. And let me see if I can just make a U-turn here in front of the bus. Yeah, they have brick pavers out here when you enter the place. I mean, it was a nice place. I was in here once, and it wasn't very busy, but it was nice. I think it was upscale, in my opinion, to what Sam's Town is, and it just never got the business that I guess they wanted, the foot traffic in there, as evidenced by the one time that I was in there, and there wasn't a whole lot going on. But nonetheless, we're on Harmon now, heading eastbound. Another ignominious chapter of waste in Las Vegas, in my humble opinion. I know some people are going to tell me I'm a jerk for having said that, and you know, it's their property to do with as they please. I get it. I just think that there's so many other uses that could have been made out of the place. I mean, goodness knows what they spend government money on in this town. They could have spent government money on that. Not, you know, at a premium like they always do and pay way too much, but... So this brings us to Jimmy Durante right here on the east side of town. There's an equestrian park right there in front of us, by the way. It's located right here at the east end of Flamingo at just east of Nellis Boulevard. It's eastern terminus. Apologies for the camera there, guys. There we go. And again, the windshield wipers, my apologies, you guys. We never need them, and then when we do need them, we forget that they're all dry and cracked out from the heat and the sun and lack of humidity and everything else. So, apologies for the noise as we continue here now eastbound for a moment on Jimmy Durante. And this is what people have to do over here in order to be able to get to Henderson and the neighborhoods over here off of Henderson. You see everyone in front of me, they're all turning here in order to get down to Stephanie Street, which is in Henderson. It's a main drag, one of the main drags in the city of Henderson here. But without Hollywood Boulevard over here connecting, which is what they said they were going to do, and they made a big, huge photo op out of it. They had politicians out there all slapping each other on the back, congratulating each other for all the contracts that they just awarded and all the money that they're going to have in their friends' accounts and everything else. It's going to work their way back to them, etc. We've seen that in politics, right? The money always works its way back to the politician that made the deal. They can say, oh, well, no one ever paid me directly. Okay. But they end up getting it one way or another. Just like Blondie said, right? One way or another. Shout out to Sugar Band LV on Instagram. They are one of the awesome bands that performs down here on Fremont Street. And thinking of One Way or Another reminded me, that's one of the songs in their set list down there on Fremont Street. We got the green light here at Tropicana, here on the eastern end of Tropicana Avenue. Tropicana is another major east-west artery here in Las Vegas. Cut you all the way across the entire Las Vegas Valley here. The entire valley is like a big bowl, if you will. Big cereal bowl. And is encircled mostly by mountains. And so you get a lot of, especially when there's like dust and stuff and the winds aren't blowing, you can see that haze that we often see when we do our Las Vegas sunset videos here on the VegasDon channel. So please like and subscribe and check those out if you haven't already. Very grateful for all of you guys being here. This is back to Boulder Highway here, and this 7-Eleven over here on the corner of Missouri, which is what this is now called, Missouri Avenue and Boulder Highway, has a ton of calls for service, you guys. Lots and lots of calls for service in there. So now heading southbound on Boulder Highway, and you can see the line of headlights up ahead of us on this northbound side. Also, please check out my beautiful wife's channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter. She does some awesome astrology and spirituality videos right here on YouTube. Cinnamon and Jupiter. Daily and weekly Sunset Motel over there on the right. Bar, laundromat, Stadium Saloon laundromat, so you can get your laundry done and get yourself all sauced up at the same time. There at that Stadium Saloon. Sam Boyd Silver Bowl, that's where UNLV used to hold their football games, their college football games, until Allegiant Stadium was built. And this is Ride Now Power Sports up here on the right. And we'll pull in there real quick. They have a few out there, a few four-wheelers. Usually they have a whole ton of them, but I know with the rain they probably don't want them getting soaked out here. Gonna have to pull them back into the showroom, right? All that kind of stuff. Kawasaki there. This is always fun to come in here and just dream. These things are so exciting. I mean, these things are like the price of a car, honestly. Like $20,000, and without AC, which if you're here in July off-road, good luck. Without AC out there in the middle of the desert, I mean, sure, it's fun, but wow. Got a couple of three-wheelers up there. That's pretty cool. And there's a Can-Am. Pre-owned, it says there. Okay. Polaris right there. Apologies for the water spots. But yeah, I like coming in here and just dreaming a little dream. As always, remember here on the VegasDon channel, it is the journey. What happens in Vegas stays right here on the VegasDon channel on YouTube. We'll see you soon, you guys. Thank you so much.